Stop what you're doing and listen carefully. If you own a Subaru and you're using the wrong engine oil, you could be setting yourself up for catastrophic engine failure. I'm not trying to scare you, but I've seen too many destroyed Subaru engines come into my shop because of one critical mistake: the wrong oil choice. You see, Subaru's boxer engines aren't like other cars. They have unique lubrication needs that most oil manufacturers completely ignore. Today, I'm exposing the engine oils that are destroying Subaru engines right now, and I'll tell you exactly which oils to avoid and which ones will keep your engine running strong. This isn't about brand loyalty or marketing hype. This is about preventing a $6,000 engine replacement. So stick around, because what I'm about to share could save your Subaru's life. Let's get into it. The oil that's killing Subaru engines. Here's the oil that's causing the most problems: conventional motor oil. I know it's cheaper, but here's what conventional oil does to your Subaru that synthetic doesn't. Conventional oil breaks down faster under the high heat that boxer engines generate. Those horizontal cylinders run hotter than vertical ones because heat doesn't escape as easily. When conventional oil breaks down, it forms sludge, and sludge is the enemy of your Subaru's engine. I've pulled valve covers off 80,000-mile engines that looked like they were filled with black tar. The oil pickup screen was completely clogged. Oil passages were blocked. The result: complete oil starvation and catastrophic bearing failure. That's a $5,000 to $7,000 repair, all because someone saved $15 per oil change. But it gets worse. Conventional oil also has poor cold flow properties. In winter, it thickens up like molasses. Your Subaru's oil pump has to work overtime to circulate thick oil through those horizontal passages. This creates excessive wear on startup, when 90% of engine wear occurs. I've seen oil pumps fail prematurely because they were constantly fighting thick conventional oil. Here's the bottom line: if you're still using conventional oil in your Subaru, you're gambling with your engine's life. Switch to full synthetic immediately. The viscosity mistake. That's costing thousands. But choosing synthetic isn't enough. You also need the right viscosity. And this is where most Subaru owners make a critical error. They use whatever viscosity the quick lube place has on hand. Your Subaru's owner's manual specifies exact viscosity for a reason. Most modern Subarus call for 0W20 oil, not 5W30, not 10W30, and definitely not 20W50. Here's why viscosity matters so much in boxer engines. The horizontal cylinder layout means oil has to travel further to reach critical components. Thicker oil flows slower, especially when cold. This can cause oil starvation in the upper cylinder heads during startup. I've seen premature cam wear in Subarus because someone used 5W30 instead of 0W20. The cams weren't getting adequate lubrication during the first few minutes of operation. But here's where it gets tricky. Some older Subarus, especially those with oil consumption issues, might benefit from slightly thicker oil. If your 2013 Forester is burning a quart every 2,000 miles, switching from 0W20 to 5W30 might help. The thicker oil seals better around worn piston rings. But this should be a temporary fix while you address the root cause of oil consumption. Don't use thick oil as a permanent band-aid. Always start with the manufacturer's recommended viscosity. Only deviate if you have a specific problem you're trying to solve. Brand names that are failing Subaru owners. Not all synthetic oils are created equal. Some brands that work fine in other engines are causing problems in Subarus. Here are the oils I see causing issues most often. Cheap store-brand synthetics from discount retailers. I won't name names, but you know the ones I'm talking about. These oils meet minimum API standards, but they don't have the additive packages needed for Subaru's unique demands. I've seen these oils break down and form deposits in as little as 3,000 miles. High mileage oils in newer vehicles. Valvoline Max Life, Mobile One. High mileage and similar products are designed for engines with 75,000 plus miles. But I see people using them in brand new Subarus because they think high mileage means better. These oils have seal conditioners and detergents that can actually cause leaks in newer engines. Stick to regular synthetic until your Subaru actually needs high mileage oil. Racing oils and daily drivers. Yes, Mobil 1 Racing or Royal Purple Racing oils are excellent, but they're designed for engines that get rebuilt every season. They have different additive packages that don't provide long-term protection. Using racing oil for 5,000-mile intervals can actually increase wear. European spec oils in American Subarus. Oils that meet European standards like ACEAA 3/B. 4 have different viscosity characteristics. They might be labeled as the right viscosity, but they behave differently under American driving conditions. Stick to oils that meet APISP or SN+ standards for American Subarus. The oil change interval controversy. Here's where I'm going to make some people angry. Subaru says you can go 6,000 miles between oil changes. I say that's too long for most drivers. Here's why the factory interval doesn't work in the real world. Short trips kill oil faster than highway miles. If you drive less than 10 miles at a time, your engine never reaches full operating temperature. This allows fuel and moisture to contaminate the oil. Even the best synthetic oil breaks down quickly under these conditions. Turbo engines are oil killers. If you have a WRX STI, Forester XT, or Legacy GT, that turbo is cooking your oil. Turbos spin at 100,000 plus RPM and run incredibly hot. Oil that passes through the turbo gets stressed beyond normal limits. I recommend 3,500 to 4,500 miles intervals for turbocharged Subarus, 4,000 to 4,500 miles for naturally aspirated. Dusty conditions accelerate oil breakdown. If you drive on dirt roads or in dusty areas, contaminants get past the air filter and into the oil. This acts like sandpaper on internal components. Severe service conditions require shorter intervals, regardless of what the manual says. Stop-and-go traffic is harder on oil than steady highway driving. Constant heat cycling breaks down oil additives faster. If your commute is city driving, consider 4,000-mile changes instead of 6,000. If you made it this far, then consider liking this video, giving it a thumbs up, and subscribing to my channel. This helps me bring you more honest car advice. The oils that actually protect Subaru engine. So what oils should you use? Here are the brands I recommend based on 15 plus years of working on Subaru. Mobil 1 Full Synthetic. This oil has excellent thermal stability and flows well in cold weather. I've torn down engines with 200,000 plus miles that used Mobil 1 exclusively, and they looked nearly new inside. The 0W20 and 5W30 formulations work particularly well in boxer engines. Castrol GTX Magnatec Full Synthetic. The magnetic molecules in this oil cling to metal surfaces, providing protection during startup. Since most engine wear happens during cold starts, this is especially valuable for Subarus. Valvoline Advanced Full Synthetic. This oil has superior detergent properties that help prevent sludge formation. It's also one of the more affordable quality synthetics. Subaru's own branded oil. Yes, it's expensive, but it's specifically formulated for boxer engine. If you want to be absolutely sure you're using the right oil, this is it. It's actually made by Idemitsu, a Japanese company that knows Subaru engines inside and out. What about oil filters? Always use a quality filter from Subaru, Mobil 1, or Fram Ultra. Cheap filters have poor filtration and can collapse under pressure. I've seen cheap filters literally disintegrate, sending filter media through the engine. That's an instant engine killer. Warning signs. Your oil choice is wrong. How do you know if your current oil is damaging your engine? Watch for these warning signs. Dark, thick oil after just 2,000 to 3,000 miles. Good synthetic oil should still look relatively clean at this point. If it's black and gooey, it's breaking down too fast. Increased oil consumption. If your Subaru suddenly starts burning more oil, it could be because the oil is breaking down and not sealing properly. Noisy lifters or timing chain. When oil loses its viscosity, hydraulic lifters don't pump up properly. You'll hear ticking or rattling on startup. Poor cold weather starting. If your engine cranks slowly in winter, your oil might be too thick. Check engine lights for timing-related codes. Degraded oil can cause timing chain stretch or variable valve timing issues. Oil change intervals that keep getting shorter. If you're changing oil every 2,000 miles because it gets dirty so fast, you're using the wrong oil. The real cost of cheap oil. Let me break down the real cost of using cheap oil in your Subaru. A quart of quality synthetic oil costs about $8. Cheap conventional oil costs about $3 per quart. Over 100,000 miles, assuming 20 oil changes, you save maybe $200 using cheap oil. But here's what that $200 savings can cost you. Premature timing. Chain replacement, $1,500 to $2,500. Head gasket failure, $2,000 to $3,000. Complete engine rebuild, $5,000 to $8,000 on turbo replacement, if equipped. $2,500 to $4,000. Even if you only experience one of these failures, you've lost thousands trying to save $200. The math is simple. Quality oil is insurance for your engine. And when you consider that many Subarus easily go 200,000 to 300,000 miles with proper care, protecting that investment makes sense. What to do right now? If you've been using the wrong oil, here's what to do immediately. First, don't panic. If your engine is running normally, you probably haven't caused permanent damage yet. Schedule an oil change ASAP using quality full synthetic oil in the correct viscosity. Have the oil filter changed too, obviously. Consider using an engine flush product if you've been using conventional oil for a long time. Products like Liqui Moly Engine Flush or Seafoam can help remove built-up deposit. Start checking your oil level more frequently. Make it a habit to check every 1,000 miles or every other fill-up. Document your oil consumption if you notice any. If your Subaru is still under warranty, this information could be valuable. Consider having an oil analysis done at your next chain. Companies like Blackstone Labs can tell you exactly how your oil is performing and if there are any internal engine issues developing. Your Subaru's boxer engine is built to last, but only if you give it the right oil. Don't let a preventable mistake turn into a catastrophic failure. Use quality synthetic oil, change it at appropriate intervals, and your Subaru will reward you with hundreds of thousands of trouble-free miles. The choice is yours. Save a few dollars now and risk thousands later, or invest in proper oil and protect your investment. I know which choice I'd make. If you found these tips helpful, be sure to watch this next video as we're sharing insider tips to help you cut repair costs and keep your car running like new.